I stay on Saturday from 1 to 4:30 in the morning, from 1 p.m. to 4:30 in the morning in the lab.
Can I say
Professor.
something? You know, they spend a lot of time figuring out stuff, and I mean, we can suggest that.
But this was the first time that they said that they had.
It hasn't been scheduled this way before, and now they're apparently going back to the old way.
My name is Carl Piccarreta, and I'm currently in my first year of the City College BFA film program. I mean, I'm an only child, so whenever there weren't people around to play with or cousins or whatever, I'm just used to watch movies. Every Monday night at my house was like family movie night, and I just always loved movies. That was just my escape from real life. I'm very excited to get started filming my documentary and my motion picture. I'm very optimistic about it. You know, we've had some good training throughout the year. We're planned out really well. Everybody seems to be stressed, and I know that the time crunch is sort of on, but you know, to me, this is what we've been practicing for all year. I planned everything out. I'm really excited about it. I mean, I really planned out for everything.
But how do you think that's fair that you do 2 projects at the same time, editing? To be fair,
Before City College, I did 2 years at community college. I was a bio major. I was gonna go into biology. After that, I was in the Air Force. I'm still in the Air Force. I'm off active duty now, so I'm doing reserves. I mean, me for one, this is really my first foray into film. I've never taken any film classes or anything like that before City College. I've never made any of my own videos.
I lost like all my footage, and then my actor couldn't meet with me, and it just ended up being like pretty much got scarred. I'm shocked it actually came out good, but I mean, you can never plan for what's gonna go wrong. There's like plan A, B, C, and D, and they're all gonna go wrong.
What are you saying?
I don't remember. All right, so we're here on our 3rd day of shooting, and basically, I was upstate for the Air Force. We had to deploy a troop to Afghanistan, so I had to get up there. And as a result, my permit didn't get into the room 205 or whatever, the permit office on time. So I couldn't get a permit to shoot in here, so it's reserved, but we can't shoot. So it's the 11th, this is due the 13th, so I have to schedule a time with all my actors and everything in between them to get this room to shoot. Because today all we can do is rehearse and take audio.
I'd have to do the editing now. I'm gonna be all night long with my baby.
I still have a ton of editing to do. Avid's been giving me the display problems, so I'm like actually not really relieved at all. Matter of fact, I might be equally stressed.
Don't you help out other people so that they come on? That was too much.
Yeah, I don't like the whole crew thing. That is.
Well, my crew was
by myself, sound, everything. We don't need a crew. These are easy little things.
It really benefits me to have guys and girls who are a lot more experienced than myself. I really benefit a lot from that. I pick up a lot of skills, a lot of tips and tricks from them.
Like, that's just a lot. And also help out other people, you know, with the projects. I mean,
honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get in, because like I said, I've had no real experience. Having someone like me who literally knows absolutely nothing. There's like other guys in here, like Juan, for example, who've done a ton of stuff.
It was supposed to be a different movie, but I ended up.
I'm starting now
losing
to edit.
Footage and stuff. So I
For
shot my
tomorrow?
documentary like the night before yesterday, in the morning, and then I had to like fix this.
Yeah.
How do you get the full screen on this? Anybody? Full screen? I'm not really sure how we're in the same class. I turned on keyframes.
No, but it's not that. No, you have to. I mean, I'm looking for.
You can just look it up too.
Like thinking about the screenplay and all the short assignments for documentary and this, like all the deadlines that we had for this, it was just a lot of work, you know? Not to mention crewing for other people, so.
I think I've learned more from just being on set and doing things with other students than I would have learned. I mean, certainly on my own, or even just grabbing things off the internet. The hands-on experience is really great. I've learned a ton from other students.
Having to rent the equipment, you know, like there were times where I was just renting it every weekend for just weeks and weeks in a row, and I just wouldn't have time to do any other assignments.
I mean, it's such a small program. I would think that, like, we would have things like the internet in our lab, which we've brought up a few times and we haven't been able to get that. And just better access to equipment in general. I mean, with only 25 students, you'd think that it would be a lot easier to rent out equipment or get studio space. It's like almost impossible to get that.
When I was editing my motion picture, Avid became completely unresponsive, so I actually have no idea how I'm going to do this right now. Should I be looking at you or the camera?
It's not really working out for me too well.
When is it due?
In like 2 days. It's due in like 2 days.
Whatever. The point is, I'm scared crapless.
This is only the first project that I've done, and I have more done for this one than I have for the other one. The other one is my motion picture. I'm pretty stressed. We're getting down to the end here, and I have 2 projects to now shoot more than halfway for, edit, and I have to work on 2 other people's shoots.
It was a lot of work, but I think that they should focus a little bit more on like the technology and stuff, because I think when it came down to the wire, a lot of people were having like problems exporting and like all problems in Avid, and it's just like maybe because nobody really taught us how to do shit in Avid. Just saying.
It's about 3:30ish right now. We're just doing more of the documentary. Been in there since about like 8:30.
You mean the story? Yeah,
The chatty Cathy's up there.
the way that you're gonna edit, the style that you're gonna edit, the style is,
You know what, it is a style.
And then before that, I was out filming for motion picture. Went to export my footage that I had, but unfortunately, Avid is giving me a different display when I'm editing than after I export. So after I export it, I have the choice of it being insanely dark, like I just turned off all the gain, or I can have it have a green hue. I feel like I've put more stress and energy into actually scheduling than I have into shooting, which is frustrating. I attended the National Outdoor Leadership School in Patagonia in South America. I was down there for 3 months. We were living on a glacier. One of the things that I really missed the most, aside from regular food and water, was movies. Family and movies were pretty much the 2 things that I really missed about being back home. So I said to myself, as soon as I'm out of here, as soon as I get back to the States, not gonna mess around. I'm gonna go ahead and pursue film or pursue acting. I just wanna get into the movie industry somehow, any way that I can. All right, so I just got off set for the last day of shooting. Actors came through. We got some good guerrilla film footage. Feels like just a weight off my shoulders. I'm just happy to get it done. I don't feel like film school is necessary, but I feel like it's definitely a massive benefit. I certainly would not have learned this stuff had I not come to City College or had not been in some kind of film training program. Maybe for some people it's not necessary if they have some experience or know a lot of people who do this, but for me it's definitely necessary.